Hello fishing friends. Today we are going to go over tube jigs. We have a new camera, a Nikon 5200, and I have new tripods, new selfie stick, and we're going to try to set all this up and do a new video. I just got to work with this close-up thing. It just doesn't seem right. Seems like it could be further away from me. It's like you're right up in my face all the time, so we may have to work on that somehow.
Hey!
Okay, guys, so we're here in the man cave. Me and my little buddy. Come here, little buddy. He's helping me be a cameraman today.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to cue him for a story that he's going to tell you here in a little bit. But today we are talking about tube fishing, fishing with tubes. Okay, so this is tube fishing for smallmouth and largemouth bass. Okay, first of all, tube fishing gives you the ability to fish through all of the water columns. Okay, now I'm not particular to any brand of tube. Perhaps I would be if somebody, some big fat sponsor wanted to, give me a sponsorship or something. Almost knocked my fishing rod over there. But I do tend to trim the tails on a lot of them. Okay, and as you can see, I've done trimmed the tail on this white one here. These are a Power Bait brand, by the way, okay, and I like to use my tubes if I'm fishing like with more power. I like to use it on my either a bait caster or this Mitchell 300 Pro on the GX2 ugly stick, medium heavy, 7 foot.
Right.
I'll set it up with just with the bobber stop and bullet weight. And I'll flip and pitch this into cover, things like that. It's weedless. Now, when you're going to, I'll show you on this other bait how to set this up, Texas Rig. I have this already set up for use tomorrow. But the bobber stops are just Bass Pro brand. There's 12 in a pack. They're real cheap and easy to put on and everything like that. But when you're Texas rigging these, you don't want to go straight down the nose, okay? You want to kind of go at an angle, just a small angle there, and go through, just like you would a worm, except you're going in at an angle, not straight through the nose. And you'll set that up, Texas rig. Now, you can Texpose it or not, it's up to you. But that is how that's set up there with that on Texas rig. There's two kinds of jigs that you can use. There's more than two, but there are three ways that I set this up. I set it up Texas rig with bullet weight and bobber stop, and there's the round head jig, and also just I just call them tube jigs. And I have this one set up already on the round head jig. All you do is you wet that jig, you stick it into the tube, and pop it right out the top. And this is going to have on the round head jig, it's going to have more of a swirling style action coming down. Now, granted, if you don't Texas rig these, you have a greater opportunity of getting hang-ups. So you have to keep that in mind as well, because the hook is completely exposed. You have a better chance of a hook set, but you have a better chance of also getting hung up. But to set up the tube, you wet the bait, not the bait. You wet the weight, stick it up in the tube, and just push it through the hole. You have to make a hole. You put it right through there like that, and that's how you're going to work that. And and my favorite colors in a jig, I like to use white. I like to use watermelon, red flake, and I like to use black and blue. That's the colors that I like to use. I don't like to use any really wild colors, although we have got this fire tiger color that we're going to try out for when the water. I'll use the crazy colors when the water is really dingy, you know. But most of the time, I'm using black and blue, white, and watermelon and red flake, or your green pumpkins and something like that. But the thing about tube baits, they can be a year-round bait. They're really great in the fall. They tend to do better in the fall, late summer, and through the fall better than any time of year. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to rip these baits. You want to let it sink to the bottom, and then you want to rip it 2 or 3 times. Rip, rip, rip. My son, he actually, I'm going to let him tell you the story of how I ruined his personal best last year. He caught his personal best spotted bass on a black and blue jig. Tell him what happened.
Dad wanted the bait to be inside of it, and while he was getting the camera out, and he was getting ready to take a picture, but the bass flew out, and then hit the bottom of the boat, and then it went in the water. He didn't actually ruin it. At least I got a good one.
Yeah, he did. It was about a 2-pound spotted bass last year that he had caught, and I kind of messed it up because I should have took it off and held it and then took the picture. But I wanted him to take it with the bait in its mouth, so I kind of messed that up for him. But that we got the memory. That's what really counts in fishing. Sometimes people don't believe your fish tales, but we know it's the truth, don't we, buddy?
Yeah.
But the line I like to use 15 to 20 pound test line, fluorocarbon, or most of the time though I use braided line with a fluorocarbon leader. There's really no wrong way to fish a jig. The best way to fish a tube jig is to get out there and fish it yourself and find out what way is most comfortable for you. I tend to do the 3 rips and drop. I call it the 3 pop and drop. I do that, pop it 3 times and let it drop. But what you want to do is you don't want to let that line have a lot of a slack in it, because if you give that line a lot of slack, it's going to fall down into crevices of rocks and you're going to have a lot of hang-ups. So you don't want to let it have slack. You want to keep some tension on that line at all times and pop it over the rocks on the bottom. And keeping that tension keeps it from dropping it in too deep into those crevices. Last year I caught smallmouth, I caught hybrid bass, I caught largemouth, I caught spotted bass, I caught all kinds of fish off tubes. And tubes are so fun to fish. You're so active when you're fishing a tube. You're not just sitting there cranking it in. You're popping and letting it fall. You'll get hits on the fall. It's exciting. You can fish it deep. You can fish it shallow. It's a way that you can fish this and just have a blast. It's so easy. It's so easy that a 7-year-old can do it. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a great way to fish. It's a fun way to fish. Kids can fish it. You can go out on the water and catch fish all day. I've caught crappie on these and everything. You can catch all kinds of species of fish on this. So be sure to subscribe to our channel. I am Clear Fork Bassin, and he is the Baileysville Bass Boy. He does his own little videos too. And be sure to visit my website, www.clearforkbassin.com, and set up a float trip. We're going to start probably doing those in April. And prices and everything like that's on the website. Pretty soon we'll have t-shirts. I'm going to try to record the trips so you can have videography of your trip on the water, catching fish and everything like that. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on these channels too. The more that you like and comment, And the more people that subscribe, the better off it is for us. And leave some comments, leave us some tips, because I certainly can admit that I don't know everything about fishing. But the best thing about fishing is you're always learning. And spending time with your kids, having a good time. Sometimes fishing tournaments make a little money. Whatever your specific idea of fishing is for fun, you can do it. That's the beauty of fishing. And we hope to see you out on the water. And until next time, fish on.